Om Tabukathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavivritam Kalmasapaham Shravana Mangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Krinanti Ye Bhurida Jana. The nectar of thy words is the life for those who are scorched by the world. Words which have been uttered by the knowers of truth, which wipe out sins, the very hearing of which is beneficial, which are beautiful, pleasing to the ear, pleasing to the heart, which are inexhaustible. Those who recount them on earth are the givers of plenty. Om peace, peace, peace. Good evening to you all. It's nice to meet you again and have the opportunity to spend some time in the discussion and reading from the wonderful devotional book Narada's Aphorisms on Devotion, Narada Bhakti Sutras. We started last time with the introduction and we are reading that so many praises are there by those great souls who are even Gyanis. They are devotees also, full of devotion, supreme devotion. In Sri Ramakrishna's life we find that everybody will say Master is full of devotion, but he was full of knowledge, but he concealed it for the good of the common people, majority of the people. He always encouraged for the path of devotion and said, in this age, this Narada's Bhakti Sutras are very, very important, very helpful. Follow the path of Narada's instruction on Bhakti. This is the easiest path. And he himself is giving some clues also. The prayer is one. And he himself is praying, O Mother, I throw myself on thy mercy. I take shelter at thy hallowed feet. I do not want bodily comforts. I do not crave name and fame. I do not seek the 8 occult powers. Be gracious and grant that I may have pure love for thee, a love unsmitten by desire, untainted by any selfish ends, a love craved by the devotee for the sake of love alone. And grant me the favor, O Mother, that I may not be deluded by thy world bewitching Maya, that I may never be attached to the world, to lust and gold, conjured up by thy inscrutable Maya. O Mother, there is no one but thee whom I may call my own. Mother, I do not know how to worship. I am without austerity. I have neither devotion nor knowledge. Be gracious, Mother, and out of thy infinite mercy grant me love for thy lotus feet. So this wonderful prayer Sri Ramakrishna taught for the whole world, that how to proceed, progress in the path of devotion. This is very easy, and even Gyanis, many are there. They have composed many poems on devotion, because path of knowledge is there. Those who are beyond the feeling of this body consciousness, I don't feel that I am a body. Yes, you are qualified for taking up the path of knowledge. But how many can claim that? So for the majority, the path of devotion is easy, it is prescribed, and Narada was a jnani, but he was always with devotion. Sri Ramakrishna was full of devotion, but full of jnana. Swami Vivekananda preached all the Vedantic teachings, jnana, message of knowledge everywhere, but full of devotion. In his close circles, so many words are there about Mother Kali, composed poems on Mother Kali, several in Bengali, in English, and wonderful lectures on Bhakti Yoga also. When he is speaking on Bhakti Yoga, we find he is giving his heart and telling that through these Bhakti Yoga one can attain that supreme knowledge also. There is no fight in between these two. So these are all misunderstandings sometimes, that if we follow the path of bhakti, then we will not have the knowledge. Knowledge is something that we have to acquire. Some misunderstanding about all these things. But real devotees with supreme devotion, with supreme knowledge, they know that if you have supreme devotion, that will give you the knowledge of the supreme knowledge of the ultimate reality also. So, we have been reading from this book and giving an introduction that Master was telling that there will be obstacles also in this path. Even though I like to follow the path of devotion, spend time on meditating, repeating the name of God, but situation may not be that favorable to me, to my sadhana, what to do. In the family, if husband does not like, wife cannot do it intensely. If wife doesn't like, husband cannot do. So in the family itself are troubles. These obstacles are there inside one's own self and in the situation also, in the environment. My own lust, greed, anger, ill feeling, so many things are there. That also troubles any one of us. And at the same time, the environment, the people whom I am living with, who I think my near and dear ones, they may also pose obstacles in this path. But Sri Ramakrishna is telling, if you are really seeker of the truth, if you are really a devotee, if you really love God and pray to God, then what will happen? You try to, everything will be okay. Try to convince your near and dear ones that you are not doing anything wrong. The goal of human life is to know the truth, realize God, realize the truth, know the truth. I am trying that, for that. So what is wrong? Why you become antagonistic? It is not that. So try to convince, and if you really pray to God, Sri Ramakrishna said that if a man has sincere love for God, then all come under his control. The king, wicked persons, and his wife all become under his control. No one pose to be a hurdle, a problem, something which will stop you in your advancement in this path of devotion. If you pray to God, God will make the things favorable for your sadhana, for your advancement in your spiritual journey. So, Master is telling, and his prayer is one of the most important one, and he has given some clue also, tips also. This prayer, then japam, remaining in holy company, a few suggestions, so that obstacles in the spiritual path may go away gradually, because my lust, greed, anger, ill feeling, so many bad tendencies are there. We are born with that. If we have not purified or life, mind, samskaras, inner tendencies in previous years, then still those will disturb me when I will try to proceed for some higher level of achievement, higher aspirations. Those will come and always disturb me. And Master says these things will go if you remain in the company of the holy people. So one is prayer, and then that removes. If one prays to God sincerely, God removes all obstacles and makes everything favorable. The Master's second suggestion is to have the company of holy people. Holy persons, they always raise our mind to a higher level. We get inspiration, we get hope. If these people could remain in the society, being born with us, if they also can achieve that higher level and can lead such a wonderful, blissful, joyful, peaceful, God-centric life, why not me also? And there are examples that so many bad people, sinners, turned into sages, saints, by repeating God's name, by remaining in the holy company. Swami Vivekananda was giving an instance. He himself is telling, never ever give up the hope, trust in human beings. Yes, sometimes human beings behave even lower than the brutes, animals. Animals cannot do such bad things as human beings can do because brain is fertile. They can do very, very horrible, terrible, mischievous things which brutes cannot do, animals cannot do. They don't have that kind of intelligence. But human beings can do. But at the same time, from there, it is only human beings that can raise themselves to the level of divinity, divine. Gods, and they can become gods and goddess. Sri Ramakrishna says this human body, is it an ordinary thing? This is the Taj Mahal, the best of all edifices, big, beautiful buildings. This is the best one created by God. For what? To realize God, to know God. By any other body, animal's body, be it a whale's body, be it it's a body of the lion or tiger or powerful python or what you call elephant, big dinosaurs. You cannot realize God, achieve that highest goal of life through any other body other than human body. So it is so precious. That is why all Shankaracharya says it, and Sri Krishna in the Gita also said, Mahati Vinashti. It's a great loss, greatest of all losses in life. If we don't utilize it, engage ourselves for something higher, spiritual. It is not that in this life, tomorrow I will be enlightened. But let us know that consciously we are utilizing this body, mind, our intelligence, whatever we think we are attached to it. We are utilizing all our resources for achieving that highest goal of life. It may come tomorrow, today, it may come tomorrow. There are stories. Narada Muni is going to meet God, and two saints were doing tapasya and telling, oh, Naradji, pranams, where are you going? I am going to meet Bhagavan and I am going to heaven. Oh, offer our prayers and please ask how many lives, how many years, how much, how long we have to do our tapasya to know, to be one with God. Please do convey our prostrations and ask these questions. So Narada is coming back, and then they are asking, oh, you have come back? Oh, very good. Have you remembered us to him, to the Lord? Yes. He is very happy. I have already conveyed your pronounced prostrations to God. And what he said, did you ask how long we have to do our tapasya, our spiritual practices? The first one, he said that, oh, you are sitting under this tamarind tree plant, small leaves, And this number of the leaves, so such long times, so many lives you have to be born and do tapasya. Then he said, oh, at least God has given, God will not lie, God has given me the hope. God has promised, yes, I will also one day be delivered, liberated, one with God. Good, good, very good. Thank you. He was smiling. And next, another aspirant seeker, he also asked, did you ask for me also? Oh, yes. What he said? He said, you have another 2 lives. Another 2 lives. He was completely morose and showing a long face, broken heart, depressed, completely lost. The first one heard that so many hundreds and thousands of leaves are there on in the tree, and he has to do tapasya for those lives, so many lives. He was happy. All right, God has given me word. All right, I'll continue because God is there. God knows I am trying to realize Him. I have got the recognition. So what is there? I will do. Real love for God is there. And here, real love is not there. Questioning, God will do according to my desire. Trying to control God. I want God realization now. Like that. And so unhappy, hearing that another 2 lives he has to do. And at that time, the first one, the first one is happy. Now itself, he is liberated. Because his mind is thinking of God, so much dependent, complete refuse. Yes, 100,000 lives. So what? God knows that I am here. He has recognized. So I know that my dearest and nearest one is waiting for me today or tomorrow. So immediately he became liberated. Swami Vivekananda said, never ever give up the hope on human beings. He met one sadhaka, a sadhu in the Himalayas, and Swamiji understood that this sadhu is advanced. So asked, who is your guru, where from you have come, how could you get access in this spiritual life, monastic life? Then he confided, yes, Swamiji, you see, I have been a thief. I went to go to the cave of Pahari Baba in Gajipur. Swamiji knew him, and I stole his one basket was there. So I thought many big people come, they give many precious things, so it will be there. So I was stealing, and there was a sound. I dropped in those days, iron cases were there, box. They call iron box, something, tin box. It makes sound when you open, when you drop, when you touch, because it is made of tin. So Pahari Baba immediately got up and said, who is there? Immediately that man started running away from the room. And Pahari Baba took the iron, tin box with him and running after the thief. After 2 miles of running, Pahari Baba caught the thief, and thief was telling, please leave me, I will not do. Why you have come to steal? So you take it. Well, no. The thief was thinking, Pahari Baba is trying to allure him, trying to giving this basket and tin box in his hand. Now he will call people and he will be given to the custody, police custody. So he was thinking, no, sorry, I will not, please, you allow me to go. You go, take this and go. He was not understanding that this man was running after me 2 miles at midnight, and I am a thief, and he caught me. Now he is giving the thing I came to steal. Then his mind became changed. They say, there is something higher, that if you get that, realize that, then all your worldly assets, so-called very costly things, precious things we consider in our lives become valueless, of no value. He is offering these 2 miles, he ran only to give it to me. He understood. He is a sadhu, he is not trying to catch me. So he is remorse, out of remorse and grief, his repentance, tears were coming out, and he left the place and became if becoming a sadhu, one can become so much joyful and feeling that nothing to lose in this life, then I also will try to achieve that precious thing in life, means God, so that I do not feel that I have any need, any want in my life, I am desirous of anything. So he became a sadhu, and Swamiji understood, really, he has done tapasya, really depending on God, and God's grace is also there on him. So that is why Swamiji many lectures said that yes, always have faith in human beings, although human beings may do so many bad things. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, pray. Prayer is a wonderful thing, through which even sinners can cleanse their mind and go forward in the spiritual journey, in this path. And you remain in holy company. This just made that Swami, that yogi, Pahari Baba, how a thief who came to steal turned into a higher soul, a saint. Vivekananda is certifying, try to understand, and telling this story, that this fact. So Master is telling that holy persons are exemplars of holiness. Their lives vindicate the existence of God. We do not have full faith. Even though we start our sadhana, we think, is God there? Really I am progressing. Really I will have something. Doubt is there always. We go a little, 1 step forward, 2 steps we come. Am I doing? This path is sufficient. What I am doing is it? Not thinking that God is always with us, here and everywhere. In the Gita, Arjuna, after seeing the cosmic form, is offering pranams. Oh, my pranams to your front side, my pranams from your back side, my pranams from your right side, from the left side. Everywhere he understood that this Sri Krishna is not a human body only. It is that supreme reality appearing as it were in a human form, as my friend, as my charioteer. But now I understand who he is. So, complete surrender came. God is everywhere. God cannot do, there is nothing that God cannot do. In the Gita, wonderful sutras are there just to impress upon that if you have devotion, you can go. So many slokas are there in the Gita to glorify. Sri Krishna is telling that yes, if you take the path of devotion, it is very dear to me. I have said everything. You follow any path to liberate yourself, to realize the truth in this life. But path of devotion is very dear to me. Don't think that that is inferior or that is. So in the Gita, in the 80th chapter, Bhagavan is telling in the mantra number 18th chapter, Moksha Yoga, last chapter of the Gita, 65 and 66. This wonderful information is there. That you, 65 and 66, Manmana bhavo madbhakto madhyaji mang namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyasime. What is the meaning? Give your mind to me, be devoted to me, worship me and bow to me. Doing so, you will come to me alone. I truly promise you, for you are exceptionally dear to me. So have this, follow this path of love for the God. I am God, I am that ultimate reality. This is also another path of knowledge. I am that ultimate. I am not this body, I am not. Can we say that I am not this body? If just a needle pinches, a little thorn pinches, immediately, we start a little bit, one day fasting. Oh God, I cannot talk, I am lying on bed here. We feel so lost. Our mind is in body, in mind, in our senses. So when, by offering prayer and doing tapasya, through God's grace, our mind will be purified. We will not be thinking, I am that body, then gradually that dawn, knowledge also will dawn in us. Not only bhakti will come, not only devotion will come, knowledge also will come. We will understand that ultimate reality for my good, to help me, has taken this form, this name, this form. But it is formless also. And I am one with that. This comes, those who have got, they say. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, and then finally he is telling, Sarvadharman parityajyo mam ekam sharanam braja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Give your mind, you are exceptionally dear to me, then resigning all your duties to me. You have said, I will not fight with my near and dear ones. I cannot, even if I am victorious, I cannot enjoy. I don't get any joy in that. So I am confused. Shishyasteham sadhimang tang propanno. If you become the really one who is praying for something higher, devotion, love of God, then God will give. If you are happy with whatever you have got, then why God will give all these things to you? So Arjuna surrendered. I am confused. I cannot take the decision. I completely, Shishyasta, I am your disciple. Please guide me. Very nice words are there. In the second chapter, I am your Shishyasteham sadhimangtam praman, seventh mantra. Meaning is, with my very being smitten by the vice of faint-heartedness and my mind puzzled with regard to duty, I beseech you, tell me that which is decidedly good. I am your disciple. Pray, instruct me, who have taken refuge in you. We have to take refuge in God. Then God's grace, we will understand this. Really, it is percolating, it is flowing to us. Every moment it is in the breeze, in the air, in the situation all around. Everything we will find the presence of God, God's grace, God's blessings. If we are really dependent on God and if really we take refuge in God, that is what God is telling. You give up everything, Arjuna. Sarva dharman, your good, bad, you will do or not do, everything you resign to me, all your duties, I will take care of you. You resigning all your duties to me, the all-powerful and all-supporting Lord, me. Don't think I am Arjuna, your friend, I am Krishna, your friend. No, I am that ultimate reality appearing in this Saguna Brahma with these attributes, with this power of creation, preservation, destruction. Taking as it were, I am taking a name, I am taking a form in front of you to help you. You take refuge in me alone, I shall absolve you of all sins, or not. You have done wrong things, what you did in previous lives, in this life, I will absolve everything. You will be one with me, I will free you of all sins. You will be liberated, you will be delivered. I am telling you, proclaim that Name Bhakta Pranashriti. Arjuna, tell the whole world that those who have got my grace, my blessings, those who are my devotees, devotees of God, they will never be crushed, destroyed. There is no power. Because ultimate power is me. Your power, his power, our power, everything is coming from that power, one source. This lights, everything is like, because powerhouse is supplying the current, electricity, that is everything, it is lighted, it is this all. So, God is giving the hope that Sarva Dharman Parityajya, you take refuge in me and me alone. So, this prayer and holy company, when you are in holy company, you feel the existence of God and your mind transforms to a higher level. It becomes purified. Our minds, we know so even in subconscious and unconscious level, what more rotten things, bad things are there in our mind, even we do not know, but God knows. But if we depend on God, take refuge in God, then all these things will be purified through God's grace. God is there to take care. So, otherwise human beings could not have faith in spiritual life. If there is God or not God, we do something today, tomorrow we think, what is it really helping me? Will I get really the desired goal? I will achieve that, attain that. So many confusion comes. But when really I have the faith, holy people are there. They are also dependent on God. They are living their life completely careless of what is going on, not bothering for anything. And how joyful, blissful, and they never do any harm. How peaceful, joyful, blissful their lives are. 24 hours we are seeing them. Then my chance is also there. And our scripture says so many bad people, sinners also turned into saints. Then why you will not be? You are not that bad. Who is these people who are there? So, and some are born in the very beginning, Shukadeva, Prahlada, as children in their previous lives, they did wonderful good deeds. They did sadhana, they prayed to God. And in this life, from the very beginning, their mind is pure. They are not they have not done anything wrong in their life, anything that we can say it is sinful, it is bad, it is immoral, it is unethical, it is impure. They are so holy, born holy. And immediately they go towards God. Godward their journey starts. So, holy company is one. Otherwise, today we think we are on the right path. I can take, I will do what I need, I will do, I will pray. If I don't do holy company, remain in holy company, if I don't do the spiritual sadhanas, I know God is there, I love God. No, doubts will come, I will be attracted, I will be misguided. These things will happen. But if I remain in the holy company, my devotion will be more and more purified and intense, and yearning also will be more and more intense. And I will feel more and more, less doubt, more confidence, more faith, more strength of mind to face the challenges. Because so many things also come in our life to attract us. These temptations, these, that. And today, till now I am fine. Tomorrow what will happen, nobody knows. If I am not cautious and conscious and alert in my spiritual practices, and if I am not praying to God, I am not alert. So, no one should boast that, yes, I am okay, God is there and I am a devotee, everything will be achieved by me. No. Remain in holy company, offer your prayer and repeat the name of God, chant the glories of God. So all these things will help. If we experience that the world is not real and is full of misery, we will not be attracted to it. If we remain with the holy people, we will understand, oh God, how much I am trying to gather more personal something. It is me and mine. These people are holy people. So they also have their life, but they are not attached to anything. They are not gathering anything. In the Bible, Jesus is telling, even the fox has a cave, even the bird has a nest, but the Son of God has neither, nothing. See me, follow me. It is open because he doesn't have anything. It is Jesus who can say that. I don't have any home. Swami Vivekananda's wonderful poem is there, in the Song of the Sannyasis. There Swamiji says, that wonderful. Jesus, like Jesus is telling that yes, have thou no home? What home can hold thee, friend? The sky thy roof, the grass thy bed, and food what chance may bring, well cooked or ill, judge not. No food or drink can taint that noble self is capital, which knows itself. Like rolling river free, thou ever be, sannyasin bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. Om Tat Sat Om. I am that, and that is what? That ultimate reality. Not depending, not attached to anything, not desirous of anything. These are the minimum things. If you have all these things, then gradually you will progress, you will go forward. So, in the Gita, in another place, Bhagavan is telling, and seventh chapter, Yoga of Jnana and Vijnana, knowledge of this path of knowledge of Nirguna Brahman and knowledge of the manifest divinity, Saguna Brahman. This one chapter, seventh chapter, this mantra number 14, there it is written, Daivi hesha gunamai mama maya durattaya mami bo ye prapaddante mayametam tarantite. What is the meaning? Meaning is, for this most wonderful Maya veil, we are all under the spell of Maya. That is why we don't feel attraction for God. The less the pull of Maya will be on us, more we will feel our pull towards God. More and more. We will not enjoy anything worldly. The less Maya, more love for God. So I will have love for God, at the same time I like to enjoy all worldly and sensuous things. That doesn't make any sense. If you want to have fire, no, I want fire and ice together. It doesn't. It is not possible. That is why Jesus said, the truth is very clear. And Jesus said, you cannot worship the mammon and God together. I will do all the hideous things, bad things, and again I will be remaining sitting on the lap of God. It is not possible. Either you enjoy this, when your time will come, enough is enough, you get tired of enjoying so-called enjoyment of the world, you will be desirous of what is otherworldly, not anything worldly, otherworldly, divine. That intense desire will come. These things are necessary. If you can have that, then gradually this path of devotion will be very helpful for you. So the meaning is, for this most wonderful Maya veil of mind, consisting of the three gunas, modes of nature, this Sattva, Raja and Tamas, Sattva, Raja, Tamas, and this Rajas is extremely difficult to break, to come out of this Maya. It is very difficult. God knows our weaknesses. Those, however, who constantly adore me alone are able to cross it. But if you take my name and depend on me, love me, then so-called thing which is very difficult will be easy for you all. God is telling, not a single word, not even one, not a letter can be a lie other than truth. So, these things, a devotee, the followers of devotion must have imprinted very strongly, founded in their minds that God is there. We will not be derailed, we will not be distracted and deviated from the goal, because I have given my trusteeship none other than God. If I am to pray for anything, why not to God? Many people come, Swamiji, this is this, you pray for this. You are also a child of God. Why bhaya? We pray for you, say yes. Yeah. This good happens to you. But why don't you pray yourself? Why do you think that God is alien to you, God is somebody, God will hear only to the holy people? Yes, God will hear to the holy people, no doubt about that. That is what is the experience in the scriptures, all that, whatever holy people say, good people say, then we find that that happens. But it is not that you are also not God's child. Why do you feel that I am not God's child? Why don't you pray yourself? Shed tears. Why don't you confess that really I have done something wrong, save me, I will not do. God has in many, all the scripture is telling that yes, if you take refuge in me, if you are really clear and clean in your mind, in your attitude, in your prayers, there is no hypocrisy, then yes, prayers will be answered. Jesus, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. But you have to knock with the devotion, with that mind, with that desire. I really wish, I really pray you open the door. I cannot remain outside anymore. I want to enter into the heaven. You open the door of heaven. But I am getting joy here and sometimes knocking. 24 hours, 23 hours, 59 minutes I am knocking the worldly doors, and only once I am knocking 1 second there, in 1 minute there in heavenly doors, and I will tell, why my door is not being opened? Is there God? Why is God gracious? Is there really God is compassionate? I have been every day trying to, every day you are trying, out of 24 hours, you are 23 hours, 59 minutes, you are knocking the doors of the worldly affairs. Only once you have, it will be answered. Because God is seeing that we are enjoying. We don't really like to enjoy God's presence. We want God's all the wealth. That is what we like to enjoy. When we will get fed up, when we will get tired of this, when we will understand these are all not eternal, these are only transient things, it comes and goes and it brings more suffering, it cannot give us everlasting joy, then we will really ask God. Earlier prayers were a little deceitful, you know everything, but today I am praying, I am tired of it, really. I love you and you alone, nothing else. God will come. When real call will come from our heart, God will come. So in the Gita, there are so many slokas, sutras there, proving that yes, this path of devotion is very dear to me, and devotees are very dear to me. There are so many things. Yes, you can follow this path, that path. All will bring to me. You knowingly or unknowingly, you are trying. You will come, but only there are so many ways. There is an island, say, suppose, just 10 kilometers away. I have been in South Africa. There was this Robins Island where it is just from the mainland, say it is 10 kilometers, like that. You can see from the mainland where Nelson Mandela were kept for nearly 27 years in the prison house. There is the prison house. So we went by the steamboat ship, but there is helicopter also, and there is annually, there is one swimming, he also is there. Competition also is there. You go, if you can swim, I am Jnana Yogi, I don't depend on any God, I don't need, I am God. Yes, you go, you swim yourself. How many can go to the Robin Island? How many can go to, which island is there nearby? Any island here? Carolina. Carolina. 30 miles. Okay, whatever it may be. But there will be swimmers. They like. It's an adventure. God has given them that strength. Yes. You want to reach there. You go by swimming, you go by boat, you go by speedboat, you go by ship, you go by air, by helicopter. What is there? Why you are boasting of your path? Why you want that to reach that place, go? And God is telling, so many are there, and this devotion is very dear to me. I like the devotees, those who are really devotee in the true sense of the term. So, this devotional path is for each and everyone, and when that real longing will be there, then Sri Ramakrishna I am quoting, longing is like the rosy dawn. After the dawn, out comes the sun. Longing is followed by the vision of God, says Sri Ramakrishna. If real yearning, intense yearning is there in our mind, no hypocrisy, no show, really it is coming. Sri Ramakrishna says, it is rosy dawn. If you see the dawn, that rosy, it is sun you are not seeing, but you see that it is each side is rosy, it is something is there. Sun is not being seen, but we all understand, yes, there will be sunrise very quickly. So if that intense faith is there, longing is there, intense yearning is there, love is there, then after that, vision of God will come. This dawn, out comes the sun after the dawn. So Sri Ramakrishna is giving little tips in this path and telling that this devotional path is for this. One must remember that path of devotion is for everyone. Anybody can practice it. Even the vilest man can start with it, and gradually improvement will take place. I have said all these things, and so many instances are there. And there are those born gifted with devotion and knowledge from the very beginning, very childhood. Their life is God-centric. And they are always taking God's name, offering prayer, living a wonderful life. Some boys are first boy from the very beginning. And some boys we find that in the first grade, second grade, even sometimes might have failed. But afterwards, when they become conscious, we see that, oh, they also can become first. They can also have first-class numbers, letter marks. This happened. But there are some born from the very beginning. They are never deviated from the path of God, devotion and purity and spiritual practices. So there is a transformation in everyone from the lowest to the highest. And this Narada Bhakti Sutras is a book where 84 sutras are there. Sutras are called aphorisms. What are these sutras? The date and authorship of this book are not clear quite. And it is said that says Narada is the author of this book. Narada is well known for his devotion. On the other day I said a little, but a little story is also there. Even Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself extols the qualities of Narada in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. The Lord repeatedly says there in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata that Narada is worshipped everywhere by everyone. Though not much is known about the life of Narada, the Bhagavata gives a brief account of his childhood. About the father of Narada, we do not find any mention made, but it is said that his mother was employed in a Brahmin's house as a maidservant. It was a time when many saints had gathered in that Brahmin's house as his guests, and Narada was serving them. Narada looked after the comforts of the guests and also listened to their discourses. The guests also were so very pleased with Narada as he attended on them with much devotion, though only a boy of 5 years only. So they taught him the path of devotion. A small boy, lovingly doing all services, and all got love and compassion, and out of their love and compassion, they taught him the path of, all these holy people taught him the path of devotion and how to become a founded in it, established in it. In the meantime, Narada's mother died of a snake bite early one morning, and while it was still dark, she was going to milk the cows of the Brahmin. On the way, she was bitten by a snake and expired. After the passing away of his mother, who was the only earthly link with whom Narada was connected, he felt completely freed of his obligations and left the house of the Brahmin. Mother was the only connection to the worldly life. Now I depend on divine and divine only. Nothing I am desirous of this world. I am desirous of God and God alone. So he became completely free of his obligations. He retired into a forest and there yearned and prayed for the vision of God. God appeared before him and Narada was very happy to see God in his vision. But soon the vision disappeared and Narada was sorry to be deprived of that experience. God's vision is so joyful that we will not understand unless we experience it. And once we experience, we cannot describe it, how it is. Only we can say it is so joyful, blissful, peaceful, so serene, so wonderful happiness. This worldly happiness cannot be compared with that happiness. This must. So once it's disappeared, Narada was feeling very deprived of this experience, so sorry. As he was crying and yearning for repetition of the vision, he heard the voice of God telling him, "You will not see me anymore in this life. Now that you have had my vision, your life will be full of joy. Go about singing the glory of God. You preach everywhere that the path of love of God, devotion to God. You preach that, and through this you will get joy. You will not be devoid of joy, although you are not having my vision, but you will be full of that celestial bliss, joy always, and preach this message to each and everyone." That was the verse. And thereafter, Narada moved around the world singing God's name and teaching people the path of devotion or the path of love. This is what gave rise to the Narada Bhakti Sutras. So Narada now composed this. Composed means it is not that, it is his experiences he is telling you. One cannot say that this is his. In the Upanishads, this Aham Brahmasmi, this is many rishis, munis have that. This Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat. So this Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So all these things, it is not that it was revealed to only one person, one rishi. So Narada's, all these sutras also, Narada did not claim it is mine only. His experience, this Narada Bhakti Sutras is the experience of one, none other than Narada, who was established in this path of devotion. And what is a sutra? Sutra is an aphoristic or cryptic statement which contains a vast idea within a few words. There is a verse in the Padma Purana, it is a Purana, there it is written, which says that a sutra is one which in a few words of no ambiguity or repetition expresses in gist form a vast idea. Such a sutra cannot be substituted, nor does it contain any fault. A sutra also means a thread that binds the entire text together. Extremely important spiritual ideals were written in sutra form so that they could be easily memorized and retained for the benefit of posterity. In the Narada Bhakti Sutras, the entire system of devotional path is explained in just 84 sutras. Narada is telling, beginning, we will start with this first sutra. Now it is time. You are all devotees. Narada is telling, now I will speak about the devotion. And now he is going and explaining. This is Narada Bhakti Sutra. So it is 84 sutras are there, and sutras are very cryptic, some words, some couplets, sutras, this. Through that, very vast ideas are given, conveyed. And the first mantra is Athato Bhakti Bhakkhasama. Now, we shall explain the meaning of the devotion. Athato. In Sanskrit, the words are compound, sandhi, they are combined. There are certain rules, all words cannot be combined and made together, compounded. But whenever there is scope, the athato, bhakti, bhakkhasama. Atho, after acquiring the competence of mind to understand the path of devotion, now you are desirous of the path of devotion. I understand, Narada is telling that you are competent. I will not speak all these things to anywhere and everywhere. In the Gita, Bhagavan is telling in the mantra number 67, 18th chapter. Idam te na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachano. This Arjun, I have given you the highest knowledge, devotion, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, all the paths, the highest things, and you have seen my cosmic vision also. Even goddess cannot see that. You have seen that because you are my dear devotee. So I have shown it to you out of my compassion, love. You are dear to me. But don't speak all these things. Sarvaguhyatamam bhuya srinume paramam vachana. Here again my supremely profound words. It is very profound words, supremely profound. You all are not qualified for that. Don't speak it to others. Who are they? This secret gospel of the Gita should never be imparted to a man who lacks in austerity, not to him who is wanting in devotion, nor even to him who is not willing to hear, and in no case to him who finds fault with me, who hates me, who doesn't like me, doesn't believe that I am God, have no faith in me. Don't speak to these persons. All the highest things are given, but God Himself is telling, my dear friend, you are my devotee, you have been desirous of that. I know your pure mind, you are completely dependent on me and me alone. You have made me, you have accepted my discipleship. You said, I am Shishrasteham Shadhimang Tampro, I am your disciple, please show me the path, what to do, what not to do. So I have said everything to you, but don't share it with others. These people, who is not a bhakta, who is not doing his Guru Seva, who is not pure-minded, who doesn't have faith in me, love for me, who hates me. So all these things he is doing. So Narada also is telling, now you are devotees, now I start. Because this bhakti, although it is meant for everyone, even the sinners, but if you are not desirous to hear, if you do not have that love for God, that I have done enough sins, enough bad things I have done. Now it is time I take God's name and listen to, I remain in the holy company and let me hear about God and purify me. If you do not have that desire, then what is the meaning of telling all these things? In the beginning, I started with this mantra that these nectar-like words of thy life and divine sports for those who are scorched by the world. One has to suffer in this world and become disgusted mentally that yes, no, this world is not really a very good place. It is suffering, enough is enough. Old people understand how difficult it is, this life. Young people, boys and girls, they don't understand. They think, oh, life is like that. They never know that they will be also one day aging. All these indriyas through which all these senses or sense organs which are bringing so-called joy to us, we are thinking, or oh, it is very tasty, oh, it is a, one day will come, you tell your name, father cannot hear the son's name, oh, who are you, cannot see his own son, own daughter, own wife, own husband, who are you? I am your son. Huh? Something wrong, he says. I am so and so. And he says, oh, I am A, oh, you are B. Cannot hear. All the sense organs will fail. So, at that time, it is called Vairagya, that e-vairagya, shashan vairagya, this seeing something very, all people are dying, a little bit comes also at the end of, I have to also die, this body will not, so there is a God, I have to take God's name, I have to do some good work, I have to be loving and merciful to others, something it comes. But whenever life is, all money is there, body is strong, handsome, beautiful, I can enjoy, all the senses are strong, what is the need of God? Narada is telling, no, you all are devotees, I will tell you. Now, atha. Now, after acquiring the competence of mind, understand the path of devotion. Now, because that is the easiest path leading to the goal of God realization, bhakti, the path of devotion, Bhakti, we shall explain the meaning of devotion and how it is to be obtained. It is to be attained. I will tell. Now Narada is starting. This says Narada will not speak. This is just throwing the pearls into the swine. They are wise people. They know. Bhagavan Sri Krishna that is why telling Arjuna, you are competent. Even don't share it with your brothers. He is not telling all your brothers, you tell them, no. You are competent. You are fit. So I have given it to you. You will not share it. Those who do not have these qualities, those who are not devoted, those who are not desirous of, those who have not done anything good, karma yoga for others, for the seniors, for the societies, those who have full faith in me, love for me, those who are desirous of listening, share with them only, not with others. So Narada is telling, you are all devotees. I will now explain what this devotion is and how to get it. So this wonderful way Narada will continue. I have just begun with the first mantra. It is not for anybody and everybody, because it will not be helpful. Although I am giving you I say Einstein is suppose is my teacher in the class, and I am completely my brain is shut about this physics and all these things. What I will understand, although he is trying his best to make me understand, because I am not interested in that. My mind is somewhere. I don't want your lecture. You are giving it. So Narada is telling that it will not be helpful to those, it will be helpful to those who are desirous of. What are there? These 4 points are there in this. Atha. What is the subject matter? That is to be taught. Vishaya. What Narada is going to speak to us. What is the subject? Devotion. Then second, for whom is this teaching meant? It is for the devotees who has got the competence to receive this teaching. Adhikari, who is competent. So what is the subject? Devotion. Who is competent? Adhikari. And what is the objective? Why we are reading this to you? Why I am telling all these things to you? What is the desired goal? What is the benefit of learning this and going through this practice? If I want to enjoy a football match and you are, I'll show you. It is in the TV. You are opening the channel where cricket is being played. I am not interested in cricket. What is my business? Although the best game is going, match is going on there. But I am not interested. I wanted to witness the football. And that also, I like Maradona's game. I don't like the Platini or somebody else. There are so many things. So, even though it is so nice, so good, but if the person who is not desirous of listening to it, that will not. So, this adhikari and then prayojana. Prayojana means what is the connection? Through this only we will get benefited, because we are all desirous, because we are competent, we like to hear. because this is the book of devotion and we are all devotees. So all these aphorisms will be helpful in our lives if we are devotees. So, and the fourth one is, what is the relation between the teaching and the objective to be attained by following the same? This sambandha, what is the connection of this book? This book will give, it is connected with us. It is full of devotion, explaining devotion, and we are also desirous of learning about the devotional path because we like to practice these devotional practices, austerities, whatever it is. So these are the points. We will continue with one after another mantras. We stop here today. Any questions?
Yeah, there's one question.
Yes.
For people who endeavor to attain enlightenment through Kriya Yoga, is bhakti still necessary? Bhakti still necessary?
Just for everyone a little bhakti is necessary. So bhakti is the love for something higher. Say, what to speak of the Kriya Yoga people, even the Jnana Yogis, this path follower of the knowledge, they also, bhakti is a kind of shraddha, faith, honor, love. It is a mixture of devotion, many things making this bhakti, this love. If I do not have that love for this, what is Brahman, I want to know that knowledge, this is also a kind of love for that knowledge. So bhakti is something that it enters every sphere of. So in the Kriya Yoga also, why I will do all these things? Because I want to achieve higher goal in life. So it is in Karma Yoga, I will not do karma. Why I will do karma without any? No, I know that everything is for my God. God is present in everyone. So I am serving that. I will do good to others without any attachment, without any desire to have. This is Karma Yoga. And Kriya Yoga, all this is also a path. Do that, sadhana. There also, bhakti is necessary. Knowingly or unknowingly, bhakti is there. And for the jnanis also, their bhakti is a kind of shraddha. Yes, I am that. This shraddha means, it cannot be translated in English. Swamiji said, I cannot translate this shraddha. It is a wonderful word. It is a mixture of devotion, respect, faith, honor. Together with all these things, love, that becomes shraddha. Yes. So, okay, thank you. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Anything from here, you can stop that. Online, you can.